welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and today a puzzle from a new setter who has got the same story as quite a few others. He's got into the channel lately, he's enjoyed the variant Sudokus, he's tried to come up one of his own, and here it is. It's going to be on the channel. Thank you, Schwoopel. Don't know why I want to pronounce the W as a V there, Schwoopel. It just sounds more German that way, and anything beginning SCHW seems like it has to be. Maybe not Schweppes, the soft drink brand that I drink. Anyway, we will get to that in a final sorry, I'm just reading the title. I love this title. It's so meta. Creative title, final version, question mark. I'm assuming that didn't get left on the puzzle by accident, and that is deliberately like working title films or something. It is a deliberate meta attempt at a title. I like it. Anyway, we'll get to that in a moment. Don't forget that you can look at the links under our video to find all of the within the description field. You'll find all of the various things associated with the channel, including how to become a Patreon, including how to join the Discord server, including how to get all of our apps and Sven's Sudoku pad and our merchandise. And talking about merchandise, this is not merchandise. This is an incredible present that was given to us, well, given to me, this one, by the constructor of Bastille Day, a puzzle I obviously solved on the 14th of July. And the puzzle has been commemorated in this mug with the day I solved it written on the side. Thank you so much. It's extraordinary. You don't owe me anything for doing the puzzle. In fact, I owe you for creating the puzzle. So let's have a look at creative title final version by Schwoopel. I think in common with the German name, we'd get German whispers here. So the green lines, neighbouring digits on the green lines must differ by at least 5. So those two must differ by at least 5. Those two are neighbouring digits on the green line. They must differ by at least 5, etc. So they could be 4 and 9, but they couldn't be 4 and 8, for instance. White dots, these are crop key dots, they connect consecutive digits, and black dots can connect digits with a 2-to-1 ratio. So this could be 4 and 8, for instance. Not all dots are given, and that's it. A fairly simple rule set. And Schwoopel mentioned that he thinks it has some entertaining ideas, but we may have seen them before. I don't know, we'll see. So do have a go at the puzzle on the link under the video. I am going to restart my clock and let's get cracking. Right, this line is confined to one box. Now, the lesson that we often have to impart on German whispers, especially when there are longer lines, is that 5s matter. Which is weird, because 5s can't appear on a German whisper line. They would be next to something that would have to be 0 or below or 10 or above, and those are not Sudoku digits. So since 5 can't appear on a German whisper line, the 5 in this box must be in one of these two places. Now, it can't actually be here either. The next most interesting digit, he moves on in the lesson, after 5s, are 4s and 6s. And 4s and 6s are quite limited. If a 4 or a 6 appears on a green line, it cannot appear in a place where the two digits that it neighbours can see each other. So what do I mean by that? I mean that if we had a 4 in this cell, that would have to be 9 because it's the only Sudoku digit that's 5 away from 4. But that would have to be 9 as well, for the same reason. And they see each other. They're in the same, not just the same row, they're in the same box. They're not allowed to be the same, therefore, and therefore 4 cannot appear here. It also can't appear anywhere on a line confined within a box except at the ends. So 4 or 6 could appear on those ends, but cannot appear in these cells, the important one of which is here. If this was a 5, that would have to be 4 or 6, but it can't be. I do apologise about the drilling. I literally cannot find a time in the day when I can guarantee there'll be no drilling in the eternal building work next door. Anyway, so this is not a 5, that's a 5. So is this 4 or 6? I don't know. Actually, maybe I do. Let's colour alternate. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Right. The other, maybe the final lesson that is just a standard in German Whispers puzzles is that the numbers alternate along a line from low to high. And we sometimes call this the polarity. I don't know if that is actually a correct mathematical usage, but what I mean by that in this case is that if you have a number more than 5 here, then to have this difference of 5 or more, this number has to be less than 5, and then this one has to be more, and this one has to be less, and this one has to be more, etc. Now, I don't know if in this box purple is high or low yet, but I do know that all of those 4 have the same polarity. And in each box and in each row and column, there will be 1 5, 4 purples and 4 greens, if I keep going with purple and green. I hope at some point in this puzzle to convert to blue and orange, where I'll use blue for low and orange for high. I'm using purple and green because I don't know which is low and which is high. Now, look, this has worked well. This was why this was good and why I enjoyed spotting that using this is helpful. That is because these 2 ends of the line are both purple. Now, why does that matter? That means they can't both be 4 or 6 because they're the same polarity. So if that was a purple 4, sorry, if that was 4 on the end of the line, this can't be 6 because it's meant to be either high or low in the same way as that one. And therefore, we already know none of those digits can be 4 or 6. We also now know these can't be both 4 and 6, but we have to get both 4 and 6 into the box. So one of them is going to end up here in this white dot cell, and it's not going to be 5 here because that's there. So this is going to be 3 or 7. And if that's 4 and 3 and green is low, that's going to be a 1-2 pair. If it's 6 and 7 and green is high, that's going to be an 8-9 pair. So those are from 1, 2, 8 and 9. Now, does this tell me... It doesn't tell me much about... Oh, it does... Yes, it does tell me which end of the line is 4 or 6. It can't be here, because then 4 would be next to 7. They're only 3 apart, or 6 would be next to 3. So the 4 or 6 is up here. That means this is specifically 1 or 9 to go next to 4 or 6 on the line. That means this isn't 1 or 9 because it's green as well. Do we know more about the purples? One, two, three. And have I got these alternations right? I think I have. Yeah, I think I have. That's 4 or 6. Where's 3 or 7? Ah, it's not next to the other of 3 or 7. Yes. 3 or 7 in purple can't be in these positions because then 3 and 7 would be next to each other and they're only 4 apart. So 3 or 7 must be there. And these cells now are from 1, 2, 8 and 9. And I don't think I know which way round those are, but never mind. We've certainly got some information out of this puzzle already now. Now, how can we carry this into another box or another part of the puzzle? These two, yeah, they're going to be the same polarity. Ah. Oh, 5 in this box. That's simple. This 5 tells us that 5 is there because it can't be on the green line and obviously it can't be in those cells. There's going to be a 5 over here. Right, now, are these the same? These are the same polarity, but are they purple or are they green? And do we have any way of knowing? Yes, we do, because of this beautiful white dot. Right. Right. Now, 5, what two cells go on a white dot? And I'm thinking in terms of colour here. I'm thinking in terms of polarity. Are they going to be the same polarity? Can they be different polarity? And the answer to that is no. They can't be one purple and one green on a white dot, because the highest number in low is 4 and the lowest number in high is 6, and they're not consecutive. Now, you could have a 5 on a white dot, and until we put that there could easily have been a 5 on this white dot along with one coloured cell. But now that we've got 5 there, you can't. These two are going to have to be the same colour, and if we made them purple, we'd have used up 4 purples, and yet we're going to have to fit at least one purple into this run. So we must make those green. Now we've got to use 2 purples and 1 green in this column, and that is going to tell us what's going on down here. It's going to give us the whole alternation of colours on this lower green line. And this cannot now be the 4 or 6. Is that useful? Yes, this can't be the 4 or 6. Yes, this is useful. This can't be the green 4 or 6 because its two neighbours see each other, and we went through why that can't be the case. So therefore the green 4 or 6 in this column is on the white dot, and it must be next to the green 3 or 7. And that's given us a 3, 4, 6, 7 quadruple in the column. And everything else is from 1, 2, 8 or 9. You can't have 9 on a black dot, so that's 1, 2 or 8. So this side of the black dot... Oh, that's fantastic. This side of the, if that's an 8, this is a 4. If that's a 2, this is a 4 or a 1. And if that's a 1, this is a 2. Now that's quite a lot of possibilities. But the exciting thing about them all is they're all low. So having done all these purples and greens in the right-hand 3 boxes, it suddenly tells me about blue and orange on this line. That's so brilliant. I tell you what, Schwoople, we have never seen that idea before, I don't think. Or if we have, I've forgotten it quickly. Hang on, what have I just done here? I've stupidly highlighted the wrong cell. So that's low, that's high, and it can't be 6 because its two neighbours see each other. So that's 7, 8 or 9. Same here. Annoyingly, these could both be 4, or one of them could be, they can't both be 4, but one of them can be 4, and it could be either of them, because you could put 2 9s there that don't see each other, or there. So my pencil marking's not as good as I would have hoped there. Anyway, I don't know whether to look more at these greens and purples or more at what this is doing over here, but right, let's look at the greens and purples. Now, green 4 or 6, so these ones, it's annoying this hasn't told me whether these are high or low, because these are quite hard to pencil mark. I mean, I could put 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 in these cells, but it's not appealing. The green 4 or 6 must be in one of these two. Unfortunately, I don't know whether the purple 4 or 6 is also in that domino, or if it's there, where I rather suspect it's going to be. But what about this white cell? Okay, let's move over and think about that. Right, this is 9, 8 or 7, so we know the colour here. It's got to be orange. Because once that can't be 6, this can't be 5. Now this could be 5. I have a feeling it's quite likely to be. because then you could go 5, 6, 7 on these white dots. So I don't know that this is orange, but I do know it's not blue, because you can't stretch from an orange to a blue across a white dot. The sort of thing, that's the sort of sentence you only hear on Cracking the Cryptic. These are going to be the same colour because they are 2 apart on this line, and we know about the rule of alternating polarity. That's interesting, because if those 2 are the same colour, in this run of 4 cells there must be 2 of that colour as well, and that's going to use up all of that colour in this column. Oh, look, this can't be... Okay, I don't know whether it's orange or blue, but I do know it can't be green, because the only green we've got left in this row is 4 or 6. But this can't be 4 or 6, because those would both be the extreme digit that 4 or 6 is 5 away from, and that's impossible. So this is not green. That's purple. That's purple. These ones are green. And, okay, and 2 of these are purple and 2 of them are green. I don't know which is which. Oh wait, no, where does purple 4 or 6 go in this column? That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. This can't be 4 or 6 because they see each other. This can't be 4 or 6 because they see each other. So purple 4 or 6 is going to have to be on this line, but it can't be here or here or here. And that's telling me that this cell is purple. Schrupel, I think you've come up with some very interesting new German whispers stuff here. That has to be the 4 or 6 in purple. I still don't know whether it's high or low, but I do know that that is the 4 or 6. And these are the other numbers. So these 2, which touch the 4 or 6, are extreme digits. They're either both 1 or they're both 9. Now, if purple was orange, we'd have all 4 purples here, wouldn't we? What does that do? Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Purple cannot be orange. Gosh, I'm sorry. I sound like an absolute lunatic. I can't help that. Why can't purple be orange? And it's because of 6s. Right, if purple was orange, and this is going to colour the whole of the rest of the grid in blue and orange instead of purple and green. If purple was orange, this digit, what I mean by that is if purple was high, like orange is, this digit would be a 6. But this digit couldn't be a high digit because all 4 highs would be used in the box. That would have to be a 5, and that would also make this cell a 6. So both of these would be 6. That's clearly impossible. So purple is not orange. Purple is blue. And I can colour all the purple cells in the grid blue, and I can colour all the greens in the grid orange. And look at that. Now I have a grid full of colours. I can start filling in numbers now, because I now know orange is high. So that's 9, 8, 7, 6. These are the high numbers, 6 and 7. This must be an 8, in fact. That's not an 8 now. So there's definitely a 2 on this black dot. Never mind about that. These blues are low. So 4, 3, and then a 1, 2 pair. This is so clever. I'm really blown away, actually. I know that's obvious, but there are some absolutely beautiful intricacies in this puzzle. Now, these 2 cannot be 6 because they both have neighbours that see each other. So that one has to be 9. This one has to be 7. 7 is always surrounded by 1 and 2 if it has neighbours that see each other on... Oh, what happened there? Undo that nonsense. Right, that one I'm trying to say is 1 or 2. Sorry, the cursor highlighted all my blues and messed me around. So 7 is surrounded by 1 or 2. That's 3 or 4. These cells are from 3, 4 or 6, for what it's worth. Now, oh, these are high, they're 9s, that's low, it's a 4. Yeah, that can't be 9 now. Actually, that means this can't be 4 here. Oh, this can't be 9 by Sudoku, so that's 7 or 8. This is high. 6, 7 or 8. Oh, this can't be orange. We've got 4 oranges in this column. So this is 5. Must be. That's 6. Oh, we're away here. That's 7. 7 is surrounded by 1 and 2. This can't be 9, so it's 7 or 8. So that can't be 4. And there's another 1, 2 pair. Got a lot of 1, 2 pairs in this grid already. 9, 4, 6, 5. This, well, these are from 1, 2, 3, obviously. We've got the 6, so these are from 7, 8, 9. That can't be 6 or 9. That's 7 or 8. So this is 7, 8, 9 triple up here. Don't know where 6 goes in the box. Oh, there's some lovely ideas in this puzzle. Oh, 5 in this column. That's very straightforward now. And we're going to get 5 in one of those cells. And 5s, you know, they're still quite important just because they're de facto nothing else. They're not coloured. We've still got some dots to do, but I expect what I've done has created this. Ah, look, yes. This is the sort of thing I need to be spotting. This is high, but it can't be 9 or 7, and it can't be 6 because its neighbours see each other. So that's 8. So in this column, that's 7 and that's 6 at the top. That 7 looks across here and fixes those two. This has become an 8. Got a 1, 2, 3 triple. Might as well colour them. Try and keep up the colouring because it might continue to help. Ah, 1, 2 pair looking at that cell, so it's a 3, which is fine with these whisper numbers. This can't be a 4, so that again another 1, 2 pair. Right, what next? Okay, 6 there and 6 there. 6 can't go here. And that's because this has to be consecutive with it. It can't be 7, it would have to be 5, but 5 can't appear on a black dot. So 6 isn't there. Now, is 6 here or is it here? Can it be here? 6 there would have 5 here and 3 here. You'd have 3, 5, 6. That would be a 4, 9 pair. I think it would work. Right, what else have we got? This is 1, 2, or 3. It sees all the big numbers and 4 and 5. So 4, these are both blue and 4's in one of them. Oh, but look, a 1, 2, 3 triple in the first column, so that's where 4 is. None of these can be blue, so these two are definitely both blue. Ah, and a 1, 2 pair is looking at that, so that's where 4 goes. Oh, good old Sudoku. Now I've got a 3, 4 pair looking at that. Super old Sudoku. That's low, that's high. These are both, no, one of these is a 5, they're not both high. Oh, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That can be 7 or 8 by German whispers. That can be 1 or 2. Right, this is a naked 6, given everything it sees in the box and the 5, 7 in the row. So this is a 5, 7 pair that it looks like I can't disambiguate at the moment. Interesting. Oh, look, 3 there says those aren't 3s. So one of these is a 3, and that means this isn't a 3. And now I've got another 1, 2 pair up here, so that is a 3. This is 5 or 8, can't be 7. Oh, down the bottom, 6, 8, 5, 7, and a 1, 2 pair. That's a 3, 4, 9 triple. So these other cells are 5, 6, 7, or 8. So we've got 5, 6, or 7 to put in there. And one of them is a 6. Now, what about this dot? Haven't looked at that. This cell is 1, 2, 5, or 6. It can't be 5 because this can't be 6 or 4. So this is now 1, 2, 3, or 7. This is either a 7, 6 dot or it has a 2 on it. Ah, no, look. Ooh, okay, I'm going to say it can't be a 1, 2 pair. So there's not a 1 on this dot. How do I know that? Because if it was a 1, 2 pair, we'd have 5 1s and 2s in the top 2 rows. So there's no 1 on that. Therefore, it's either 2, 3, which has 3 here, or it's 7, 6. Now, what was I considering? I was saying if this was 6. Oh, I was saying if this was 6, we'd have 5 here, and we'd have 3 here. If that was a 6, 3 black dot, you couldn't fill those. Oh, that's gorgeous! Because that has to either be 3, 2 or 7, 6. So this is not a 6, 3 dot, so that's not 6. 6 is here. Oh, does that not do anything else? It's really nice logic. Right, what is this dot? It's not 6, 3. It's not 1, 2 because of that. So it's either 2, 4 or 4, 8. If it's 4, 8, it's that way round. If it's 2, 4, I don't know which way round it is. But there is a 4 on it, so that's not 4 down here. Don't quite know. Right. This is now consecutive with 2 or 4. So it's odd. 1, 3, or 5. This is low for what it's worth. That's high. Oh, strange that this doesn't fall at this point. I'm probably missing something here. I expect there's something fairly obvious going on. I was missing tons yesterday, apparently. Maybe it's turning a year older. It's all downhill from here. Oh, look, this is a naked single. That's a good spot. 6, 1, 2, 7 there. 4, 3, 9, 8 in the row. That can only be 5. That makes this 8. That makes this 7. I can do this 7, 5 pair now. Oh, goodness. Sorry, real life sometimes gets in the way. Now, we got this 5. I was colouring things. I was going to colour 8 and 7 and 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, is that? Right, so that is 4 or 9. This is 3 or 9. That's all that's left as possibilities. It doesn't seem to have resolved this yet, which is annoying. Now, if that was 3, 2, we'd have 4, 8, 9, 7, 1, 5, 6. If it's 7, 6. Oh, it can't. I've got a 7 there now. That's sorted it out. There we go. 3, 2. Sorry, I don't know how long that's been sitting there. 9, 4. Oh, this is going to finish it. Look, the 2 has finally got into the 1, 2 pairs. So I can do those now, I think. 1. Well, we can't have a 2 there. That's even more important. 4, 8. Yes, we're away now. So the 1, 2 pairs, that's become a 1. That's a 2. That becomes 2. That becomes 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. I know I'm being very repetitive. That's a 2, which fixes 3, 2 over there. That's become an 8. It's been available for ages. This is not a 1 now. Okay, this is a 3, so that triple at the bottom is done. 3, 2, 4, 8, 7, 9. now that's a naked 1, and we can put in 5, 6, 5, 3, 9, 5, 4 is naked. Yes, this is all finishing now, so in a moment I will go and fix all the colouring that I haven't yet done. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so 6 there, and then a 7, 8 pair, and that is going to allow me to do everything else. So let us colour all the high digits. Let's hope I don't get any wrong. This is sometimes the stage when that's easily done. Those are the high ones, here are the lows. Reckon that's it. No, missed a 3. There we go. And then when I put in a 9 here, we should be finished. And we're not. So I've done something wrong. Ah! What have I done wrong now? Or have I got my settings changed? No, look, I've got 2 2s in this first row. So I've got, oh no, I've put 1, 2, oh, I've put them round the wrong way here. That's all, I hope, and that doesn't change the whisper. Yeah, there we go. Whew! Slight relief at the end there, and that's a brilliant puzzle actually, Shrewsbury. Really interesting. I loved that how doing the purple and green stuff over here, and I mean you can choose any colour you like, sorted out the high lows on this line, and even after that there was some very nice stuff in column 2. Very clever stuff. Really interesting puzzle. Thanks as always for having a go at it. If you did, do congratulate Shvoopel in the comments. That's the most important thing to do. You don't have to congratulate me. I am just enjoying the puzzles, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you on the channel. Bye for now.